Hi guys, you are watching Etcetera with me, Est. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good-ish. Now today we are going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5, The Reunion Part 1. What a bloody mess. Now first I'm going to talk about what everyone is wearing. Don't you guys think Andy's like aged? I don't know if it's because he's growing his hair out, or obviously he's getting older. We're all getting older, but I don't know, I just feel like his age, this reunion. I don't know, this is my personal opinion. Karen looked okay. I think she looked good. But, you know, before we even get on to Karen, who picked canary yellow for the reunion look? I just think yellow is such, sometimes anyway, not all the time, but sometimes it's such a hard colour to look nice in. Not necessarily because of the tones. Obviously there's different tones of yellow, but some of them just look like highlighters. You know, it was that kind of yellow. And with certain fabrics, sometimes the yellow just makes it look even ugh. But I'll get onto that. We have Karen. She was in this kind of white laced over yellow type dress. She looked nice. She did not look nice, but I think she looked better sitting down. Her standing up, I didn't really like the dress. But sitting down, she looked good. Giselle looked a mess. I don't know if it's she knew that she was going to be read her rights this reunion, or do you know what? Just her whole look just looked very meh. And Giselle is a very pretty woman, and I feel like every other reunion they've done, even if I didn't like what she was wearing, I liked her face. I didn't like her face makeup. I felt like she looked older than she is. I don't know if she's put on weight because there was just another chin. I mean, I know all about that, but I'm just saying it was just noticeable this reunion. And her hair, I didn't like her hair. I felt like if it's that friend that she has with his sweet sequin jumpers, he didn't do a good job. In my opinion, I just don't think this was a good look. And she was wearing a Lisa Nicole collection dress, and the minute you go to Lisa Nicole for a dress, you should have known that you wasn't gonna look nice. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Moving on to Ashley. Didn't like what baby girl was wearing. I don't understand the cape with the not quilted, but rainforest type, you know, patterns inside the cape, and I just didn't like it. She looked pretty though. I did like her hair. She looked pretty, but the dress wasn't it. Candice, I think Candice looked alright. When she was standing up, I didn't like the bow thing, but I think it really translated well when she was sitting down. And at the end of the day, with these reunions, the dress has to look good sitting down more than it does standing up. Wendy, I'm sorry, but the attire gave me Nigerian Banana Island wedding dress, wedding guest outfit. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm Nigerian. I could just see it, but I can see somebody from, Lagos State or Lagos, the island. I can see them wearing that dress to a wedding. It might not be that colour, it might be blue, it might be green, it might be red. Whatever colour it is, I can see it. From the detailing to the way it's cut, it's just very Nigerian. But she's Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian, so I understand, but I just don't think it translated well. But her hair was really nice though. I really liked her hair. I didn't really care for the green kind of ish eyeshadow, but it's the Nigerian in her, she just can't help it. Monique looked good. Like, I think out of the worst bunch, she looks the best. I think her hair, her makeup, like even the dress, like I just think the detailing of it was a very, very nice dress. I think out of all the shades of yellow that these women picked, she picked the right shade of yellow. Robin, your dress was more mustard than yellow. I know mustard is a type of yellow, but it just looked... Actually, not mustard. What's that? There's a type of yellow that is like OC HRE. Orch, is that, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's what it was giving me. It wasn't giving me like yellow like the other ladies. It was giving me orch. If I'm saying it correctly, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I know this woman who is 40 plus did not put cheetah print in her hair. I don't even know what was in her hair. I don't know if it was intentional. I don't know if it's something that went wrong, but she looked, it's just childish. Okay, let me get on to Wendy. Wendy, talking about her degrees, I get it. I'm Nigerian as well. Education is very, very important to Nigerians. You know, now it's nowadays that, you know, people are making, you know, the big bucks in different things. But for Nigerians, it's doctor, lawyer, engineer. Those are the three professions that if your child or if you have got it, you will use that title and you will drill it down to into everyone's head. That's just how Nigerian people are. So I get it, and I understand where she said that maybe there's a cultural disconnect, because maybe if this was Real Housewives of Lagos or something and she was talking about her degrees, you know, the women wouldn't be as, because, you know, that's, you know, anyway. But however, I agree with Ashley when she said, you know, you're using your degrees to put other people down, because that's what you were doing, Wendy. You were putting her down. When you're like, you can refer to me as Dr. Sweet, like stuff like that. Other people in the circle are not as learned as you. They didn't have as many degrees as you. Some of them don't even have degrees, you know, but you're on the same show. So I don't want to hear about the degrees anymore. Like, move on. We get it. You went to school, okay? When they were talking about Giselle's fashion sense and how she decorated her house, I was falling out laughing because that shit was funny. Giselle is very pretty, but she can't dress for shit. Do you know what? I just think if you're on a show, this is your 5th season, you need to invest in like stylists. Even if it's just for when you go to like certain events, someone helps you pick out outfits, because you're on international TV. So people are going to scrutinize what you wear. And even the way she decorated her house was just, the burgundies and the stuff. I'm thinking, baby girl. Ashley and Candice kind of going back and forth. And Candice was like to Ashley, you know, your date husband, he should get, you need to get tested because he's got something or something. I'm like, Candice, this is why people beat you up. Like, this is why people want to slap you. Because you just go too far. There's nothing wrong with having a sharp mouth and defending yourself. But sometimes you need to know the limit where you can cross. Obviously, Ashley is not an angel. She has her own, you know, she's done her own. However, I just feel like, don't go down to her level if that is the case. I'm sure Ashley knows that her husband sometimes fucks pussy. Like, I'm very sure that she knows that. We know that. Me, that is in London. I'm in London. I know that. So she definitely knows that. You don't need to reiterate. And it's kind of like, okay, what do you mean? Like, so because, you know, let me not say anything. I just thought it was in poor taste. I thought there wasn't anything else to talk about besides the last part, but colorism. I didn't think it was that much of an issue on the show. I mean, I never watched an episode thinking they're painting what's her name? Wendy to be aggressive, or what's her name? Monique to be aggressive, like, because they're dark skinned, and if it was a light skinned person that did it, they wouldn't look at it that way. I didn't get a Basketball Wives, Eva Lozada OG kind of tease. However, I mean, Wendy, you are a bit aggressive. I mean, Monique, we know you're aggressive. Candice, we know you're aggressive with your mouth. Like, I just feel like sometimes a spade is a spade, you know? I personally did not pick up on that when I was watching the show. However, I do see that words like someone being aggressive, someone being defensive or stuff like that, it is inflammatory words to black women, especially darker skinned women. I do see that. However, that wasn't my first thought when Wendy was shouting at Ashley, or when Monique dragged Candice, because both of them are dark skinned. I don't know. Me personally, but obviously if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I will hold my hands up. It didn't come to my my face when I was watching. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the main the embarrassment that happened to Giselle when Monique handed her everything. She might have dragged Candice physically, but she dragged Giselle spiritually, emotionally. Oh, all the Elise. Oh my goodness. We all know Jamal ain't shit. Okay? We all know Jamal ain't shit. And the thing is, the whole conversation started when Karen was like, are you and Jamal actually together? Because the word on the street is, I'm the word on the street. I'm just, the word, oh God. The word on the street is that, you know, Jamal kind of, you know, is pretending the relationship is real, like real to help you on the show. That was what Karen said. And then Monique then used the opportunity to blast the fuck out of Giselle.
You sitting up here sitting like a darn fraud, bringing a different man onto the reunion every freaking year. I hope he's sitting behind you this year. Pastor Holy Whore.
Ooh. Is Jamal coming? No, of course not.
Is that his phone number?
Yeah, that's his phone number.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. If Giselle jumped up off her seat and ran to attack Monique then and there, I would have understood, because embarrassing. I mean, we all know Jamal ain't shit. As I said before, he has a reputation of sleeping around, and this guy's a pastor, and he's like a pastor of like a mega church. So do you know what? Let me not even start. He has been slanging his dick around America for years. Okay, the reason you broke up with him in the first place, that you divorced him, is because he was cheating on you. Now you've allowed him to embarrass you again, because clearly he has got other women on the go. And you know, for those who didn't know, apparently he was Mr. Chocolate. You know, in Phaedra and Real Housewives season, when they were talking about Mr. Chocolate, apparently it was Jamal. I wouldn't even be surprised. Both of them are flipping hoes. Anyway, I don't even know what Candice was using that opportunity to talk. It's not your business anyway. And even, what's her name? Robin. Let me not even talk. Robin gets on my nerves, yeah, because do you know, the only reason that Robin and Giselle's relationship has lasted this long is because Robin probably wants to eat Giselle's pussy. And I will stand by that. I will mark it on the wall. I'm telling you people, that's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying. She don't want one. She wants Giselle. Anyway, moving on. As embarrassing as this is, Giselle, if you actually were with Jamal, you need to hear, this is what you need to hear. Because I feel like you've been in denial. I don't even know if you sucked it up because you wanted a storyline, or it's just ridiculous. Your children don't even feel the guy. They don't even like the guy. And that's their dad. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's basically where the reunion ended. I got my life several times. Karen was giving it to Giselle. Monique was giving it to Giselle. Oh, everyone was giving it to Giselle. Everyone except Jamal. Or maybe he did give her something, we don't know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to next week, and I know you guys are as well. Woo! It was a it was a good reunion, and I'm happy because this has been one of the best parts of reunion in the franchises in a very long time. So thank you, Bravo. Thank you, Andy and them. I hope my question gets answered, because I asked a couple of questions. I just want to be hearing Esther from London in part 2 or part 3. But anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you for the next review. Bye.